this is Focus on the Flavor. Thank y'all for coming to watch. Today we're going to do a Cajun shrimp and crab bowl. I like to use the Louisiana crawfish bowl. It's my favorite one to use. I also use a little bit of the Louisiana crawfish bowl liquid. Before I started filming, I put 1 lemon, garlic, a clove of garlic, and that's about it. That's usually about what I leave it in there, just that. And sometimes I do an onion, stuff like that. And if you do a traditional crawfish bowl, we normally add corn, potatoes, sausage, all that, but I'm just doing the shrimp and the crab today. One of my buddies is always asking this recipe, and I'm gonna do a video on it, so he don't have to call me no more and ask me the recipe every time he goes to do it. So, but anyway, lemon, onion, garlic already in the pot boiling. You get the pot to a rolling boil. I add about, in this size pot for me, this ain't a very big pot, but in this size pot I'd probably add about a cup of this mix here. So, open it up. We're gonna do about a cup of it. I'll use this container here for maybe a little over a cup. I really like it. Put this here. We'll add this straight in. You want to make it's going to be a little louder. You want to make sure to turn the vent on, because this stuff, I usually do this outside. It's going to be super strong when you put this in. The aromatics are going to make you want to choke. It's just so strong. So always make sure you got a vent on. And the liquid in this size pot, I'll add about a cap full of it. You don't want a whole lot. This stuff here is pretty strong. This is a lot. This here is a lot of your spice. So this here, the bag is your flavor, and this here is a little bit of spice. So I didn't add an onion this time. Don't put a little bit of onion powder. Normally I cut an onion up and put in there, but it's just a quick reference for how I like to do my crab and my shrimp bowl. We got 3.5 pounds of pretty good sized shrimp. They had the heads on them. I took the heads off. If I was doing a gumbo and wanted to flavor the heads and stuff, I would leave them on there. And then we got 6 clusters of Dungeness crab. That's one of my favorite crabs. The Dungeness and the blue crab, to me, have some of the best flavor. We got that going there. Now when it comes back up to a rolling boil, that's when we add our shrimp and our crab. You can do shrimp or crab separate, or however you want to do it. I'm just going to throw my shrimp in. And really on these crab, all I'm doing is warming them up. They're already cooked. They're already fully cooked. They're halved. And so really all we're doing with these crab is warming them up and getting a little bit of that flavor in there. Not a whole lot of that flavor, because you don't want to really saturate them with that flavor. They'll get too strong, but we do want some of that flavor in there. So I'll probably just do my shrimp first, and then after I get my shrimp done, I'll throw my crab in there. And but anyway, when we get ready to throw that in there, I'll be back in just a second. All right, we're back. The water's boiling pretty good. It's coming up to a rolling boil. Now this is, like I said, this is just a basic crab bowl for me when I'm on the road. Now when I'm home, I'm going to do a video. We go back home, crawfish season starts. I'll make sure me and my wife will get the crawfish, and we'll do you a real southern Louisiana crawfish bowl, the way we like to do it. But I'm fixing to add my shrimp. Like I said, about 3.5 pounds. And what I like to do, put the lid back on it. And what you're going to do is you're going to wait for this to come up to a boil. When it starts getting into a slow rolling boil, you want to leave it in there, let it boil. And everybody's got their own way of doing it. I mean, it's going to be controversial however I say it. So I like to bring it to a rolling boil, let it boil for about 2 or 3 minutes, and then cut it off, because I don't want to overcook the shrimp, but I want them to soak in the flavor. So if you just keep boiling them, you're going to boil them too fast. They're going to be overcooked. They're going to be chewy. They're not going to be really good. So let it boil for 2 or 3 minutes. You can even do 5 minutes if you want. But the longer you let it boil, the less you can let it sit in the hot water and soak in that flavor. So you really want it to soak in that flavor. So like I said, as soon as it starts boiling, start your timer. I do about 3 minutes for me. As soon as about 3 minutes up, I kill the heat and let it sit in the pot for sometimes 10 minutes, 15 minutes, depending on how big your shrimp are and how much flavor you want to actually absorb into the shrimp. When it starts boiling and our 3 minutes is up and we come back, I'll come back and show you what it looks like from there. All right, we're back. They're boiling. They've been boiling for about 3 minutes. I'll pull them up, kind of show you. Starting to turn red, looking real good. Been boiling for about 3 minutes, and what I'm fixing to do now is I'm gonna turn the heat off, and I'm gonna let them sit. If you got little kids, like I got kids, if you don't want to get a lot of that heat and a lot of the heat in it, let them sit for about 2 or 3 minutes in the heat, and then pull a few out for your kids. But I'm killing the heat, and now they're gonna sit with a lid on for about 10 minutes. I'm gonna let them sit. But while they're sitting, I am gonna show you how to make the sauce that my family loves. It's a simple sauce, it's nothing to it, and I just about promise you got every ingredient in your house. But it's just something they like to dip the shrimp, crawfish, stuff like that. They love to dip it in it. So I'll be right back with that, and I'll show you how we do that. We're back, and we'll show you how to make this little recipe that we make. And most people probably know about it in our area, but up here where we're at, northern, a lot of people might not know about it. I also like a garlic aioli with it. I really like to make it. And one day I'll show you how to make a garlic aioli, but that's not what we're doing today, I guess. So I start off with a few tablespoons, teaspoons, depending on how many people you're going to have eating, depending on how much seafood you're going to have. So I'm not doing a bunch today because we're not going to have a whole lot of seafood. Just a few teaspoons of mayonnaise. You can use your favorite brand. I'm from the South. Blue Plate is a staple. Everybody down there likes Blue Plate. There's a few that don't, but there's something wrong with them. Blue Plate's our favorite mayonnaise. Then we had just a few drops of mustard, not very much. Gonna have just a few. I don't like a lot of mustard in mine. Just a few drops. Then I go in with the ketchup. Hunt's, Heinz, whatever you like. I don't know what people like. We get this one because it has no preservatives. That's just what we like. Pretty good bit of ketchup. About a quarter of ketchup to mayonnaise. And then you just take it, you whisk, stir it up, make you a good little mixture there. I know what I like by the color because I've done it so many times. You can do it by the taste. I can tell you right now, I want just a little bit more ketchup in it. Not much, just a little bit. I've done this recipe since I was, I don't know, probably 7 years old when we eat crawfish. And this is just one of the things we like to eat with our crawfish. Not everybody likes it. My dad doesn't. He likes just crawfish. Perfect. Now, you can step it up with a little Tony Chachere's. Get your little heat in it. I like that. I also put a little garlic in mine sometimes. Today we're going to leave it basic because that's what my girls like. So we're going to leave it just basic. But that is a killer little sauce. It takes nothing. Also, sometimes I put a little Worcestershire in it. Just whatever you like to do. But that is your base. Ketchup, mustard, mayonnaise, and I promise you, you'll love it with your shrimp, your crawfish, even your crab. It's just a really good sauce with it. And then one day, like I said, I'll show you how to do the aioli if anybody's interested. I'll show you how to do the aioli, but I'll see you when the shrimp get ready. All right, they've been sitting for about 10 minutes. I'm gonna go ahead and pull them, and I'll show you what they look like when I get them out of the pot. I did pull a few. There's not gonna be a many come out because I did pull a few for my girls, my young girls, Aubrey and Ella, because they don't like them too spicy. Alright. Got them all out. Now I'm going to start the heat back up. Because I want to get it ready for the crab. I'm not going to even cook them. Just going to get it to a boil, kill it, lay the crab in there for a few minutes. But this is the boiled shrimp. They look amazing. I'm ready to try one, but we're gonna give it a minute, let them cool down for a minute. We don't want to burn our lips or tongues or our hands, so give me a second and we'll try them in a minute. Water's boiling, throw my crab in. Lid on, turn it off. I'm gonna let it set for about 4 minutes, 3 or 4 minutes, just to let it soak in, get warm, and get a little bit of that flavor. And I'll be right back as soon as these get ready. I'll pull them out for you. All right, they've been sitting in there for about 4 minutes. We're gonna pull them and show you what they look like here. Oh yeah, they look amazing. I mean, they look good before they went in, but now they look juicy. Look at that. All right. Now we got them here. Got them out. Got them looking good. What I'm gonna do now, kill this. I know it's been a little loud, I'm sorry about that, but you've got to turn that on. So we're gonna try the shrimp. I got one peeled here. Try with, super good. A little heat. The Cajun seasoning's coming through. Man, that's a good shrimp. Best one I've had in a while. A little bit of that dip. Only thing to beat that would be crawfish, and it's hard to beat. It's good. The crab. Smells good. Just enough temperature, just enough heat, temperature wise, and a little bit of that Cajun spice. Let me tell you, that is super good. And I really thank y'all for watching, coming out, and I hope you enjoyed the video. And as always, Jesus loves you, and so do I, and we'll see you next time. Powder gets really strong